Hello! So today I'm going to talk about symptoms of an autoimmune disease called Graves-Basedow disease. Sometimes it's called just Graves, other times it's called Basedow, other times it's called both Graves-Basedow. I would think these two are the people that discovered it. So Graves-Basedow disease affects the thyroid glands and is a result of Hashimoto's disease. Hashimoto's disease is an autoimmune condition that affects the hormone of the thyroid gland. Well, so myself, I had Graves-Basedow disease for about 8 years. Over 8 years. What are the symptoms? I really basically say what symptoms I suffered myself. I imagine we don't all suffer the same. So at the beginning, almost a whole year before, and even a bit before, maybe 2 years before this disease was caught, I used to have tremors. I could have tremors on my face, on my skin, around my eye, around my temples, different parts of my face. It would be around here. Of course, I had my eyelids batting a lot. They used to have the tremor too. I suffered that for at least 2 years before this disease got found. Then I would have tremors on my legs. I remember, especially when I sat on the toilet seat, like even twice a week, I would feel the leg having a tremor, and terrible. Otherwise, I didn't have tremors on my hands. People talk about having tremors on their hands. I really just had tremors on my face and on my legs. I didn't notice it anywhere else. Then I had a lot of problems sleeping, and I would sleep. When I did fitfully, I would wake up fitfully. I sweated a lot. Of course, I sweated a lot because I also had tachycardia. My heart was beating very fast. So much so that the muscles around it, I could feel them aching. And of course, so I sweated a lot. I lost a lot of weight as well. Maybe I would say about 8 kilos. 8 kilos in 6 months. But before I started losing weight, I had actually increased weight very fast. And that goes to show you what Graves-Basedow is, because it seems to be a combination of hyperthyroidism, that is when the metabolism is fast, and hypothyroidism. So another symptom was very dry skin. Very dry skin, especially in my legs, but all over very dry skin. So much that it would even pain the skin. And a very oily face. I remember I had to get some ointment for the face. Still, by then I still hadn't gone to check. I had lots of different symptoms at different times, and really I should have gone to check. And I still hadn't. I still didn't. It was found, this disease of mine was found in a routine check. Not because I was going, because I had these and that symptoms. I was doing a routine check. I don't remember for what reason. So just a routine check. I was lucky. I was, it came, they managed to catch it then. The other symptom, quite a surprising one, it's mental. It's thoughts. I kept feeling worthless. Worthless. I would just have feelings of being worthless. It's a feeling I never told anyone about, because how do you feel worthless? How do you feel worthless and you're busy on the job working? But I had repeated feelings of worthlessness. And I would find it really, really strange. And it gets you down. Of course, I was depressed on and off, especially because I also have allergies. So the allergy season You know, the pollen season would get me really down, and also the autumn season. I also have low blood pressure, so really I would find that I'm really down many times. But I didn't even know it was depression, you know. This idea of just feeling like really empty inside, really empty for no apparent reason. I mean, I think I was always very busy reading this, reading that. I've always read lots of different things, watching television, talking with friends, cleaning the house. I was always busy cooking. But sometimes I would just feel a desolate feeling of, you know, emptiness, and that's depression, you know. So since then I have not felt it, but really I felt it for many times because of typically the allergies I had before. So the worthlessness part was especially bad, you know, and I remember normally at work, that's when it would come. Of course, I also had mental fog. This is when you are very forgetful, you know. For example, so I would work on a document, translating documents. So when I came to work, if I didn't see this document, if a colleague came and put something on top of that document, then I would forget I was working on that document. You know, if I got asked about something that happened last week, I had absolutely no idea, and I would feel a little overwhelmed about that. I would feel I'm quite unable to hold on to things. That was the Basedow disease, you know. Then also itchiness on the skin. I don't know if I've mentioned that. So that's what Basedow is. So at first it would be that I had hypothyroidism. I increased a lot of weight very fast. Then after that I started losing weight. You know, got slim, got fitting better into my clothes, got looking nice, but that is a disease right there. Then I feel of course, very tired in the evening. If you're having tachycardia, how will you not be tired? I feel very tired in the evening. You know, very restless and funny, you know, just. And I would have problems sleeping. I would wake up quite early, too early, and I would sleep also. I wouldn't fall asleep very well. It would take me like 30-40 minutes to fall asleep. Then I would just fall asleep most unceremoniously, I mean, quite fitfully, wake up again fitfully, wake up in the night fitfully and sweating, drenched in sweat. So I would say that's what Basedow is. Alright, so Basedow is as a result, I've said, of course, of Hashimoto's disease. But what we must know is that all these autoimmune diseases are, you know, we don't know why they come, we don't know why we have them, but there is one thing they do to the body, and they maintain the body at. Once you have autoimmune diseases, it means that your immune system is broken. It's sick, it's weak, it's all wrong. You know, we could use lots of adjectives to describe it, but it means that your immune system is weak. You need to strengthen it back. You need to use, for example, natural antihistamine, quercetin, and concentrated one. I've read that quercetin will be found in tomatoes, in onions, in all these things, but I always ate those things because I always ate so balanced and so well, a lot of vegetables. But this quercetin you need when you have autoimmune diseases is a special quercetin. Concentrated and good, healthy, easy to absorb. So I would urge you all, of course, if you have this type of problem, to look to lines of food supplements. High quality, natural supplements that can help you to put your body back to its right state. One of these is the Vertera line of products. I've been using this line for over 1 year, and it has actually reorganized my life for me. So you have this. This is a basic star product of Vertera. It's a basic one, really good. It has natural antihistamine called quercetin. So you use it and you find that the symptoms are actually just falling off. You know, so like I'm sensitive also to light. That's because of the allergies. And once I've used it, that sensitivity goes off. You know, I use this item for 2 months after being treated for thyroid for 8 years, over 8 years, by 3 different specialists who all wanted me to operate, which I didn't want to do, remove the gland. The Vertera gel, this one, I used this for just 2 months. It is algae based, laminary algae, and then of course it has lots of iodine. The algae are the #1 source of natural iodine. So I think that iodine content definitely helped a lot, because here in Europe there's very little iodine in the diet. Just like also fiber, there's very little fiber in the diet. It's less than half that should be there, and people have problems with, you know, with bowel movement again and again. It's because there's a chronic lack of enough fiber in the diet. Same to iodine. So I would say that this iodine content did miracles for me. I'm living in Europe. There's a very big problem of iodine. I don't know why they don't say it more, because really, what can't Europeans get? Europeans, we get, you know, things from anywhere. Just fruits and vegetables, you get them from Peru, from Cote d'Ivoire, from Brazil, from China, from Argentina, from all over the place. Why would we not get enough iodine for ourselves? I think such things, the great lacks of course in the diets, need to be talked about more. So the #1 problem if you have autoimmune problems is that you should strengthen your immune system. Another very good line for strengthening your immune system is called For Life. You have transfer factors, that's what they are called. Transfer factor simply means that you are transferring immune system factors of immune system, you know, microscopic units of immune system to the body, you know, and once you use it, it strengthens your system. Both of them, they strengthen your system, your immune system, and then you're not as sick as before. You're not so vulnerable to the autoimmune diseases because the immunity is strong. Otherwise, autoimmune means the immunity is weak, it's broken, it's confused, it's doing the wrong things. Because like me, I'm immune also to dust. I have an allergy to dust. I mean, who has allergy to dust ever? Maybe to be 1 person in 1,000. It shows that my immune system has a problem. I don't know why it has a problem, but one thing I can do is strengthen it. And once really I strengthen it, I'm normally very alright. I mean, I still have, if I have dust, I'll sneeze so much and even get a bit sick. But before, when I didn't use this product, by evening after sneezing quite a few times during the day, by evening I have a cold and I'm completely sick. So to keep ourselves healthy, we should actually make sure we use. I'll put a link down for these 2 different products and you can choose one and use. We deserve to be healthy. We deserve to be happy.